Hello, students, and welcome back to class. As this semester rolls along, you may find that you have questions. If you need to talk to me, well, you can always meet me during office hours. You might have questions about grades, or questions about the way this class is being run, or just philosophical questions about college in general. Feel free to stop by any of these times. The WebEx link has been added to the home page of our Canvas site. Click on that link during these times. It should take you straight to our WebEx office and we can talk face to face. One of the key things that we cover in this course is working with positive and negative numbers. Being able to work with positive and negative numbers, integers, without a calculator is key. Those of you who master these skills will be way ahead when you get to your next math class next semester. Let's practice our operations with integers today. Most of you are doing a great job with addition. We know that when you add with the same sign, you add the numbers and keep the sign. When you add with different signs, you subtract the numbers, take the sign of the larger. Look at number 1. We're adding with different signs, so we'll subtract and take the sign of a larger number. Adding with different signs, we'll subtract and take the sign of the larger number. In number 2, we're adding, but they have the same sign. When they have the same sign, you add the numbers, keep the sign. Adding with the same sign, add the numbers, keep the sign. In number 3, they have different signs. So we'll subtract and keep the sign of the larger number. I think I see the most amount of mistakes when we're subtracting with positives and negatives. When we subtract two numbers, we add the first to the opposite of the second. Some of you are trying to do these in your head, and it's leading to mistakes. I'm going to continue to show the work. Let's do it this way. When you subtract two numbers, you add the first to the opposite of the second. When you subtract two numbers, you add the first to the opposite of the second. What's the opposite of 7? It is negative 7. Now we've got an addition problem. We're good at addition. When we add and the signs are the same, we add the numbers, keep the sign. Great. Let's try number 5. Problems like 5, where you're subtracting a negative, these are where I see the most mistakes. When we subtract, we add the first number to the opposite of the second. When we subtract, we add the first number to the opposite of the second. What's the opposite of a negative 2? Is a positive 2. Now we're adding. When we add and the signs are different, we subtract the numbers, keep the sign of the larger number. Let's try the same steps on number 6. When we subtract, we add the first number to the opposite of the second number. The opposite of a negative 8 is a positive 8. Now we're adding 2 and 8, which is 10. Keep showing your work just this way. Some of you are getting very good at these, and you leave this middle step out. That's okay as long as you get the right answer. But if you're kind of struggling with these, keep showing that middle step. It'll give you the best chance at getting the correct answer. We've been doing very well on multiplying and dividing integers. We like to say 2 negatives make a positive. 2 negatives make your answer positive. 1 negative makes your answer negative. Look at number 9. I know 8 times 2 is 16. And when I multiply with 2 negatives, it makes my answer positive. In number 10, 24 divided by 8 is 3. And if I have one negative makes my answer negative. In number 11, I'm trying to divide by 0. That's never allowed. Any number divided by 0 is undefined. Multiplying integers includes taking care of exponents. It gets very tricky with negative numbers taken to exponents. Look at 12 and 13. In number 12, we are taking 3 to the second power, and there's one negative. 3 times 3 is 9, and one negative makes your answer negative. Number 13 looks just like number 12, except the negative 3 is in parentheses. Now everything in the set of parentheses happens twice. So it's negative 3 times negative 3, and two negatives make a positive. In number 14, take 5 to the third power. But count this negative just once. I know 5 times 5 is 25 times 5 is 125. And one negative makes my answer negative. In number 15, everything in the set of parentheses happens 3 times. That's negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5. 5 times 5 times 5 we know is 125. And now I've got 1, 2, 3 negatives. 3 is an odd number of negatives, and an odd number of negatives makes my answer negative. All right, your turn. Go work some homework problems, and then come on back and finish part 1.